NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Thompson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Thompson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kennedy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Throwing Jones. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. If you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And, boy, he is running that football. He's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run for it. Finding some room at midfield. 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next-gen stats. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Thompson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him with football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Come on, fellas. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Hey, you got three.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is Gordon on the dump off.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned a ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them some.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 83 yards rushing for him in his season form here in the opener. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving that. But I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action. Thompson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw is Thompson from the gun on 3rd down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A run for Nick Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag. Usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. But always, always making sure no one's holding.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Thompson off the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. That's Kennedy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Thompson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 81 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner. Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Jones on first down.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now an injured player here will get a stoppage, and they're attending to Mac Jones, the quarterback. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thompson on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a throw here to his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, Chubb able to power through. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Chubb. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out, and the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Thompson. This is to Pitts on a quick slant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes it
touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And finding the tight end Hooper. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. To Gordon out left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up.
Touchdown, Browns! From 21 yards away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Falcons offense set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Thompson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Thompson. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Thompson now from the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with now 3 Week 1. Touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Jones now on 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb fighting through. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Thompson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Thompson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. On the carry, it's Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons 16. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The Browns on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Thompson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Come on now, let's go.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I believe the referee's been taking another look. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Given 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with